Married at First Sight season 13. I'm trying to give you a couple extra videos today because I've only been giving you one video this week. GILL and MYRLA. GILL and MYRLA and people's thoughts and views about Merla needs to compromise and adjust is exactly what's wrong with marriages today. And I'm going to be talking about that in my book on marriage. Excuse me. Everybody accepts the woman to compromise. Everybody wants the woman to compromise. The woman is the only one that should compromise. Everybody's saying Merla needs to give up her lifestyle, move in the hood with the low income guy, don't want the lifestyle, don't want to be a diva, don't want to shop, don't want to. Everybody's saying what? Accept the dog, love the dog, let the dog bite you. Everybody, 99.99999% of fans is saying Merla needs to compromise and accept GILL and everything he comes with. But not one person has said, how about GILL compromising? Huh? How about GILL compromise? Have you thought about that? Have you thought that maybe GILL is the one that needs to compromise? Come on. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Church Girls. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those love on my devotional journal yesterday and the last 2 days. If you haven't gotten your copy, girl, you need it. It's the wisdom journal. I love this journal. You know, granted, I didn't write this journal out when I was doing the book of Proverbs, but that's how I learned Proverbs, okay? Be sure to subscribe, thumbs this up if you can. You definitely can thumbs it up. You might not be able to share it out, so please be sure to share this out for me. Invite a friend. Tell them about my channel. Hello, you learn a lot over here at Janice Hylton Channel. So why not invite somebody? Send this out in your email. You know, send them my book. Girl, check this book out. Okay, this week is Alexia's birthday. And this Friday is her birthday. She'll be 27. Can you believe I have a 27-year-old? So to show Alexia love, I'll do a video for her. Run over to Amazon. Pick up her book series. I wrote this book for her, In Christ I Am. If you don't know who you are, you could use this for Bible study at church, for home group, book club. Give it to your nieces, nephews, daughters, kids, everybody. All right. So let's move along. GILL. What about GILL compromising? Why don't he compromise? So we're watching and we hear fake Pastor Cal. Ooh, that man is so fake. Talking about, well, Dr. Viviana said GILL makes a lot less than Merla. Dr. Pepper said marriage is not a smorgasbord. It's a lie. That's probably why people are divorcing. And fake Pastor Cal is going to talk about you make up in nobility, make up for nobility, what you like in finances, you make up in nobility. And then we see him saying, Merla is a diva, but GILL is will balance her out. He's not a pushover. He can't, she'll get him, he'll get her in line. He'll check her basically, as if people get married to be checked and to be getting in line. Sounds like a child to me. And so GILL is at the talks with his friends talking. They're asking different couples questions. And they said to him, well, what if your wife is one of those women who like trips to Dubai, Paris, France, and all that? He was like, well, I'm okay with the trips, but there's always ways of making chips cheaper. Like I'm guessing I can't even think about, because if you go into Dubai, honey, you can't go cheap, okay? So then he talked about, they're asking him about what if she's materialistic, but they didn't use the word. And he was like, well, if she's materialistic, we're going to have some issues because different people are raised differently. And what is more important, a $4,000 bag or the marriage? So my question to all of you who is yelling and screaming that MYRLA needs to compromise, need to reduce her lifestyle, compromise her lifestyle. Don't get Prada, Coach. Go to the dollar store to get her purse. Love the dog. What about if GILL compromise? I have some ideas. GILL, get rid of the angry pit bull that will bite your wife. Stop being a cheapskate and buy her a $4,000. Honey, she should take him with her and go buy a $13,000 purse. He would faint. $4,000, I'm sure, is on 99% off GILL. So what about GILL go get him a next job? Another job. Create multiple streams of income to be able to maintain MYRLA in the lifestyle she's used to. How about he compromise that? How about he stop being cheap? There's a difference between frugal and cheap, and trust me, GILL is cheap. He's cheap. So y'all want MYRLA to compromise? GILL, what about GILL? He can compromise. You see what the problem is with marriage? Is everybody wants the woman to compromise, but the man, nope. He's going to continue to be cheap. He's going to keep his pit bull. No, you stop wanting your lifestyle. Love the dog. Live in this shack in the ghetto. And a lot of you women are dating and marrying guys that want you to decrease your lifestyle and your living. If I come back, if I have time, probably not. I'm going to come back and I'm going to read about the girl in this book who did that. She compromised her lifestyle. She was living in Livingston in one of those new high-rise buildings. She had a 2-bedroom apartment she didn't want to buy because she was like, she didn't want the responsibility. For her 40th birthday, her daddy bought her a Benz. She's educated. She makes a lot of money. He makes pennies. He convinced her to move. When they were dating, they agreed that they would move in her apartment. Well, after the marriage, he convinced her to give up her apartment and move to the hood. And she was like, you do know I drive a Benz. And he was like, well, you need to sell it because it's too expensive. But her parents bought it. Okay. And she's wanted him to stop shopping at Mac. He was like, that's a lot of money. Family Dollar has makeup. Girl, I couldn't believe it. He was like, you buying too much red bottoms, go to Payless. And she was like, but that's my money. And he was like, that's our money. So now he's like controlling how she wants to spend her money. He didn't want her buying red bottoms. Don't buy MAC makeups. Don't go to the mall. He wouldn't let her go to the mall because he said she's going to spend too much money. Granted, this is her lifestyle. So ladies, do not marry men who cannot maintain your lifestyle, give you better. Your husband is supposed to maximize your life. He's not supposed to keep you. I would have never married Michael if I had still lived where I was living. I would have never married him if he was going to marry me and put me in an apartment. I live in New Jersey. Okay, people in New York is a little bit different. In the cities, unless you live out in the country, Queens, Yonkers, Long Island, you might have Bronx, you might have to have an apartment. But I'm talking about, I'm in Jersey. So you buy me a house. If he could not put me in a house, I wouldn't have married him. If he could not pay all our bills, I wouldn't have married him. If he could not make my life better than how I was living, I wouldn't have married him. This is looking outside of looking at everything. And so I just want to ask you, girl, y'all want MYRLA to compromise. What about GILL compromising? And a lot of y'all in y'all marriages, no wonder y'all struggling, talk about, oh, it's not for the faint of heart. Oh, you're going to struggle. Because your marriage struggle. That's why when your marriage struggle, you will struggle. So, what about guilt compromising? Everybody want Merla to compromise? How about guilt compromise? Go get you 2 or 3 other jobs. Create multiple streams of income and buy her that $4,000 pocketbook. How about she continues to be a diva and you be a diva's husband? All right, girls, I have to go. I'm going to go get my massage. I love you. Let me know what you think, girl, about guilt compromising. And you women marrying men that they want you to do all the compromising, but they ain't doing none. How many of you know, even if you're driving a straight line, eventually you're going to turn a little bit, okay? I love you. Run over to Amazon. Pick up 23 Tasks of Guys. Choose right. The Naked Wife is in here, that story. Alexia's birthday is coming up. Go over to Amazon. Buy her book series for me. Show her some love. Remember, my Etsy show, I haven't made any sale on Etsy this week so far. What's going on? Run over to Etsy. Show me some love. This is your one way of supporting me. Once a month, I ask for you guys to support me. Also, I've created a YouTube group for my YouTube book fan club. Go over to, I'll link it below. And my journal is available on Amazon. Show me some love there. I love you. I have to go, honey. What's important? The pocketbook or the marriage? Both. They're both important. I want the good marriage and I want the $4,000 pocketbook. All right, babes. I love you. Bye.